I'm about midway through my organizational process here. Yesterday I cleaned through the closet, and today I've been reorganizing it. So you can see it's a little bit messy again, but that's because I'm mid-process. I'm basically leaving my husband's side the same because it was already nicely organized. And I really don't know what else to do with it. I'd get him, like, if it were me, I'd want bins for my t-shirts and sweaters, but that bothers him, so I'm just gonna probably refold those nicer. But I've mainly been working on my side. Decided to leave my shoes how they are. I like them right there because they're by the closet door, which means I can grab the shoes I want right before I'm leaving or whatever. And I just started, you can see I'm kind of like working through my process. I kind of changed up the configuration of my closet rods. So I took one out here, one section out, and I stacked up all my sweater boxes, which were before were underneath my clothes, but it bothered me because the clothes like hung over them. And I was gonna like buy shelves to put them on, but I kind of like them stacked up. I think they're nice, and I can actually fit 2 more in there. Oh, I gotta take that thing out because we're no longer using that as a closet rod. So that's good. And it took me a really long time to get this configuration down, to figure out where I want my clothes, like in terms of how often I use them. And I have all my sweatshirts here because I grabbed those first. I wear a little sweatshirt almost every day. And, you know, I've just been working. And now, this has been the toughest part. I really wanted to add another, like, length, a closet rod, long hanging for dresses, because I have so many dresses now and I wear them so often that I've been accumulating more. But it really didn't work out if I want to have my purses on this side of the closet, which I do. I'm going to have them down there where I'm working right now. And I was thinking about it, and really, if I have more dresses than this, I have too many dresses. So I'm basically just going to try to keep it like this, and I might get different hangers for up here, those felt kind of hangers. I'm thinking I'm gonna do that, and because it'll give a more uniform look. And I will save these because I tend to do this with hangers. I go through sort of phases with different hangers, and most of the time I go back and forth, so I hang on to them. So it's not really a waste. My most current thing I'm working on, like right instantly, this now. That wasn't English at all, but hopefully you knew what I was saying. Here are all my purses. They're just hanging out here for the time being until I figure this out. I'm trying to reconfigure my hanging baskets. And the problem is I have enough space. Like if I were to put hanging baskets up this whole length right here, this whole open space, I would have plenty of space to have both my travel bin stuff and my purses. But the thing is, to have hanging baskets going all the way up there is just not practical for me because I'm only 5'4". And, oh, I'm sorry, it's really hard to get over here. If you can see, well, we're very close, but this shelf is basically, I have to have the baskets from here down because, here, I don't know if you can see in the mirror. No, you can't. Well, my eye level comes to about here, my forehead, and so my eye level stops right here without being on a ladder. And so to have hanging baskets higher than that would be totally useless because I wouldn't be able to see what's in them. So what I'm thinking is I can organize my baskets so they go up to here, and I'm not sure yet whether or not I'm going to bring that down a couple inches, maybe. But I'm going to fill this whole bottom with hanging baskets, and I have plenty, I think. I might just need to buy one more big one. Or 2, I'm not sure. I think I have plenty. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Container Store and purchase a couple more shelves like this for additional storage. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But that's my process right now. like I said, I'm mid-process. I decided to wait to go to the Container Store until I figured out the configuration of the closet and then go pick up whatever elements I need, and that will save me at least one trip, and I know that from experience. If I go before I know exactly what I want, then I'm going to have to go back. And I think I've kind of decided to leave my bears in here for now. They do take up quite a bit of space, but the truth of the matter is I don't technically really need that space right now. Like, even if I were to move all my travel stuff into bins, I could fit them on this bottom shelf. No problem. Like, easy, easy, easy. So, I'm kind of thinking, for now, I'm going to leave them in here. And that's my process right now. I'm going to finish setting up this hanging drawers, and then I am going to go to the Container Store and get the things that I need. And then I'll check back in. Hey guys, okay, so I finally, I don't know if you can see back there, but I finally got the shelves the way I want them to, and I did figure out that I'm just going to make that whole wall, that whole section, just be for accessories and purses, and no travel stuff. It's possible my backpacks and tote bags might end up in those drawers still, like before, how they were before, because they can be considered like handbags or whatever. I haven't quite figured that out, and I do have a lot of space to work with on the shelf here that I have. It's a 12-foot long shelf, and it's 20 inches deep. So I have a bit of room, and I have a whole shelf open once I put all my purses in their proper place. So I think what I'm going to do is just like to keep all the travel stuff on one area. Since I have all of my suitcases, I'm facing that wall right now where all my boxes of bears and my suitcases were, if you remember from before. I think I'm just going to keep all my travel stuff together. It makes sense. So I'm going to move all my suitcases down to the bottom shelf. That makes sense. And then I'm going to have this like middle height shelf, which would be very convenient for pulling out bins and stuff, be where I keep all my travel accessories. And I'm just going to buy bins for that. I made a list. I took some measurements. Just to make sure. I made a list. I know I need one shelf, and I wrote down the exact size and the liners and all the everything I need. And then I just wrote down the the specifications of the size of the shelf that I'm getting bins for, and I'm just going to kind of have to wing it at the store because I'm not exactly sure what kind of bins I want. If I want clear ones, then that's easy. I kind of know what to look for there. But I kind of don't know. So I wrote down the how high the shelf is, how wide, how deep, and base in the like components I'm looking to store. So that'll go from there. But I actually don't have to get that much at the Container Store. A lot less than I thought. So that's good. That's really good. And I'm going to go do that now and grab a bite, and then hopefully I'm going to try my very hardest to finish today. It's possible I won't. Well, I'll try to finish today. I know it's not going to be completely done in my eyes today because I have my I'm actually, oh sorry, that shook the camera. I have these bins, these like Snapware boxes of nail polish, and I actually want to mount those on the wall in this closet around the other. Where my husband's hats, where I'm going to move his hats over. I think I described that in one of the other videos. But, and I actually have to order those, and I don't necessarily think they're going to come, like, tomorrow. So, I know you can't buy them anywhere except for online. So, maybe I'll just, like, pick that later on, or do, like, a nail polish collection video on my other channel, and then I'll show that off. But, I really want to get this video up. I know people are interested. So, yes, but mostly it will be completely organized minus the nail polish part. So I'm going to go do my best to finish up today, and hopefully I'll be back with a after tour. Okay. So I just got back from the Container Store, and I got everything I had set out to get, and just 2 additional things, because it's hard to go there and not buy additional things. But I got the 4-foot white ventilated shelf in the 12-inch depth style to add to the back of the closet. Liners and brackets for it. Those hangers I was talking about, I'm going to try. They're called huggable hangers. Bought a lot of them. I wasn't sure. I should have counted how many I need, but I can just return if I have too many. I got 2 more of these. I use them to put my sweaters in, but I think they're a different material now. I'll have to see. But at least they're very similar looking, and they're definitely the same size, so that's fine. I got these Reisenthal, never know how to pronounce that, but they're the bins that I have, and you'll see what I mean when I expand them, but for my travel stuff for that shelf. And then these are the things that extraneous things I bought. These things called Flip and Fold, and it is the ultimate folding tool. And I know how to fold things, and I'm a pretty neat folder, but I thought for putting my sweaters especially in there, it might be nice, and also just to try it out. So I'll probably open like the normal sized one and see if I like it. But those are my goodies. I'm going to try to finish up, and then I'll show you the final result.